Hey guys, welcome to a new video of Bitcoin Edge. And today we had a very volatile day. We had news. And there are three types of trading. You have trading on news, like positive news, negative news. For example, if a plane crashes, you dump that stock of that plane producer, like the plane company. Or if a vaccine comes out, you buy stocks of that company. Or you just take risk on, because that's the biggest problem right now. Also, you have value investing. Warren Buffett is really famous for that. You look at a stock and you make calculations to see if a stock is undervalued or overvalued. Tesla was a good example of that. That stock was kind of overvalued. A lot of people thought so, they shorted it, and that turned into a short squeeze. And then we have technical analysis, what we do here usually. So yeah, I mean, you could say today's movements were because of the Pfizer vaccine. Some people are like, no, it's in the chart, blah blah. I think we had news event, and of course charts lined up maybe with it, but the volatility was a bit caused by the news, I think. Anyway, right now we see a retest of the previous all-time high for the S&P 500. I'm not sure this was a fake out or not. We see a bounce of the dollar coming back to resistance over here. Nasdaq Top 100 didn't make new all-time high, I believe. It's more like a double top, or they almost got it. And gold dumped really hard. I didn't see this coming. So yeah, really weird day, and we are gonna take a closer look. This is what we are seeing on a really high time frame for the dollar. On the daily, we see a nice engulfing candle, and that is usually very bullish, but they did, in my opinion, touch resistance over here. I mean, right now it is so volatile. I'm not sure what it's gonna do. So yeah, I mean, I can just tell you guys what I'm seeing. A bullish engulfing, that is bullish. And yeah, it's just really hard to call right now. Yeah, they touched this resistance over here. Really hard to call right now. S&P 500 touched resistance over here. If we draw this line over here, made a higher high, but came back down. Closing above here, above the previous all-time high, the daily, would be very good. That would be very good, and that's something I would like to see. Gold dumped massively. I don't know why. Boomer stock dumped this hard. It was basically a fake out. Didn't reach this one. Asked you guys about my line thickness. You guys preferred the thicker lines. Or well, I got one comment. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. Gold. We're on the daily right now. And we have some supports over here. Could come down for a retest of that one. This is, of course, also an important line. For now, I think they will come down for a retest over here. And see from there. That is what I'm expecting. Other than that, I'm not really seeing any other things right now. Silver looks very much like gold, in my opinion. Do we see anything over here? Yeah, this is a very important line for silver. A line to hold for silver. Very important line, as you can see. They already made a retest on it. For now, on the daily, we're on the weekly. We can zoom in a little bit. Go to the hourly. It's still a higher low. We have this low over here, a low over here, a low over here, and it's still a higher low. So it's not that bad, but it was also kind of a fake out. It's a hard one to draw. I mean, I would say something like this. So yeah, a little bit of a fake out as well. or a retest. Not sure, it's still a higher low and a higher high, depending on if they set a new low over here. It's not as bad as it looks. Right now it's a retest and still a higher low. Looking at Bitcoin, well, we had some volatility, quite a lot. In the weekend we dumped, we lost all the premiums, and we even touched a little bit of negative funding. And then we were moving up really nicely, really nicely. And then that Corona news hit. We boomed up and we dumped down. I mean, it's still a higher low. So it's still not as bad as it looks. The daily for Bitcoin, not that bad either. We didn't make a lower low. We did make a higher high in the daily. So, I mean, it's very much news, of course, but it's really hard to do TA on this. What do I see? Well, I see this. Is the line thick enough? Yeah. And I see this. This is the pattern I believe we are in right now, with this being the most important area, around $15,400. We can see that in the volume in this price range. So this is the most important area, I would say. And yeah, it's still looking good. We are making higher lows and lower highs. So this is the pattern I am seeing right now. If we're on support, you long it. If we make a lower low, you short it. Well, I believe we're in the bull market, so I am not shorting. My red button is off. My red button is only on for taking profit. So these are the levels to watch, in my opinion. And right now we can range between, let's say, 15k and 15.8. A lot of liquidity was scooped today. A lot of people were shaken out today, which is very logical. Some people expect a correction, and I think these are the corrections we are seeing right now. And the best thing what can happen right now is fundings coming down and premiums coming down. And that's exactly what we are seeing right now. We see OKX short, but we are not really looking at OKX because people cannot withdraw their coins from OKX. So maybe they're even hedging short and longing, so staying market neutral or something. You know, you never know what those people do. Those are smart people, I suppose. They're a bit like completely neutral, Bybit neutral, Bitmex neutral. So actually it's kind of bullish, but I would keep an eye on the S&P 500 because we are clearly correlated with that. We gapped it up last night. Right now, I mean, it's chaos. We had very much volatility. I mean, the chart looks good. We still made a higher low, like I said, and a lower high. So we are just tightening, in my opinion. You sell when we are at resistance, you buy when we are at support. If you make a lower low, you sell. Ethereum still looking good. Daily not as good as Bitcoin. We had a breakout. We're just consolidating sideways, it seems. Let's zoom in a little bit. Can we see something like that as well over here? And yeah, I think we can. Very clear. This is exact same pattern we are looking at for Ethereum. So no reason to panic yet. The chart still looks very good for Ethereum. Belonging it over here would be safe, in my opinion. Aiming for 480, 490, somewhere over there. Ethereum BTC, maybe it's a bit too messy for you guys. We have this line. We are at resistance once again. And of course, horizontally, we're on a very important spot. Can draw this one for you and draw this one. So break of that trend line would make me aim for the highs of this year. We see something else still. This is a resistance in my opinion. Of course we have the VPVR. Yeah, and it lines perfectly up with the VPVR. You could put it a little bit lower. Something like that would be target if this trend line breaks. Bond USD still looks very, very good. Still aiming for 7.2. And that's about it for today, guys. I'm all about liquidity, premiums and discounts, and funding. If you want to trade with a little bit of leverage like I do, make sure you use one of these sign up links. You'll get discounts on your trading fees. If you have any questions, want me to cover a coin, please let me know in the comments or on Twitter. I would happily do that. If you want to talk to me in private, make sure you message me and follow me, or otherwise you can ask me to follow you back on Twitter or in the comments. Let me know. I'm happy to talk. See you guys again tomorrow.